I'm just heading to the fields, Duke. I won't be that long. Clear!
So it begins, yes.
Yeah, back at the Barnyard, it was a great Nickelodeon show. I first got introduced to it in Nicktoons. I mostly watched it the most back in 2016 and 17. Yeah, those were like great days.
Oh yes, I hear you. And after those were during the times where I couldn't really handle sad stuff, but I do know that it's important. It adds more emotion to whatever you're watching, but the show happens to be much more comedic, much more fun-loving, much more everything, much more quotable. And despite the fact that there isn't that many much serious moments that there is in the first in the movie, it still stood out to be hilarious.
Exactly, and this is one of the few times I got introduced to the show and then the movie. Yeah, but the series itself, I would just watch it every day because how funny it was. It had a lot of great writing, and the characters, they were just like awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially the theme song. Like the theme song was epic.
Yes, most epic, like one of the most epic theme songs ever.
Mm-hmm. Especially like that scene where Otis is trying to play the guitar when stuck, and he got stuck and Nick takes it out.
Yes. In fact, yes. Another thing with the intros, it shows scenes from episodes that were yet to be shown. I like that.
Yeah, and like they also used some of the scenes from the movie.
Yeah, they only used they used, of course, the beginning where it's like, I'm just heading to the fields, Duke, and then hill surfing, and then Otis and the gang.
Jersey cows.
Well, yes, like on the motorbikes.
No, remember that scene where they get drunk on milk with the car?
Yeah, that too. That too as well. Yeah, I was also saying at the ending, slow ride after they defeat the coyotes in the movies, motorcycles.
I know that. I thought it was pretty badass, like the ending of that the theme song, like them just riding motorcycles.
Yes.
Yeah, around this time, I was watching a lot of different Nicktoons, shows that were coming along, like Power Rangers, El Tigre, Invader Zim. What else can I say here? There was also Sandra and Craig, and much more that was coming from the years I was watching back at the Barnyard, and it was worth it.
I hear you loud and clear. This was one of the many major ones that I stuck with. Of course, the others being SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Attack and Power of Juju at the time. that was a special treat. And like what you said as well as like the freaking Nicktoons promos themselves, be like, yeah, let me check them out.
And despite, I've seen some things that people saying that was weird ass show. You just have to get, man. Like, just watch the movie and the series, and you get to know the characters better and everything else. Because when I first watched it, the first 2 minutes, I've been laughing my ass off.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like one of those shows I wish it didn't ended. Like, despite how many seasons it had, it was still a great show.
Yes.
Because if I go back here, it only had 2 seasons, sadly.
Really? Because I honestly thought like it had much more than that. Because when you said like,
because season 1 had only, let's go back, 26 episodes. So did season 2 also 26 episodes.
shoot. I mean, like I know I have been watching like episodes online. I guess I just didn't like really pay attention that much.
It kind of reminds me of the Spectacular Department with their seasons and the number of their episodes.
Right.
Yeah. But, just laying in your bed, just watching back at the barnyard, you're just going to have a good time.
Yes.
Let's see. Like, yeah, it's funny moments. Like, yeah. I remember this one, like, yeah, I'm just gonna cut to it. I just love the one with, this little piggy went to the market, but as a rap.
Oh wait, I don't think I know that one.
Legit, it went like this. This little piggy went to the market.
Oh, right. Like if you explain more, but I remember now.
Because the crew wanted to like form a band, and we call it Pip were making up like stories of why the band broke up and everything, but Pip's dream came true of becoming like a rapper. Word.
Oh yes, I do remember now.
I also like one of my other funny scenes is like when they were trying to prank the mailman with what do you call it? What was it? What would you call those things?
What things?
Oh wait, yeah, it was a balloon filled with ink, basically.
Oh.
And we call it Otis was gonna give the code word to Freddy, saying papaya, but every time he said papaya, he would just do it on Otis's face, like he's like, no, not to me, to the mailman, just wait for papaya, and it destroyed the face. And everybody was suggesting him just use like the nerd word like rutabaga or like avocado. Can you stop saying that word? Any funny moments of you?
Mostly from the Halloween episode, like back at the Boo Yard. That's where like all the hilarity was for me.
What other parts were there? I guess it was funny when Otis found out that Bessie was his mom, and he just kept yelling. That was funny.
I like that too, and also with Pip, like when the same thing happened when Pip tried to explain like what was going on, and like you finished. Oh, let me just do it. Oh.
Exactly. And with these certain episodes, they really can relate to like life itself, or like just the parodies of it. Like Donkey Cheese, basically a parody of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes, that was a nice touch.
It was, and I was really surprised to wasted Donkey Cheese, but we'll get to it. But yeah, I just like how he got his payback for Snotty Boy. I just like how Donkey and Cheese got his payback for Snotty Boy, because remember what Snotty Boy did to him in that episode.
Oh yeah, I did like a whole bunch of stuff.
But what shocked me is that little kid, that acted so innocent. He got the game console, but then it turned out to be like a whole scam that he was getting this all around the town.
Oh, wow.
What else? You ever seen the bowling episode?
I don't think I have.
Because, yeah, what do you call it? Otis was supposed to do something with, what was he supposed to do something? I believe I go back here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the episodes. We don't want to. Oh yeah. So Abby wanted to do something with Otis. Just go outside and everything. Just doing fun stuff. But he forgot that he planned for a bowling match with these goats. Oh, were they goats? No, it was actually alpacas. My fault.
Yes.
And every time Otis would score a strike, I just like how they said, "How you keep doing that?" Then he had to make up this fake holiday to believe that he was doing something else. And then Bessie dressed as like Santa Claus and got some payback for Otis for lying to Abby.
Oh wait, now I'm starting to remember.
Mm-hmm. You remember the farm animals mini me's?
The what?
They're mini me's, basically the little clones.
No. Okay. Now I'm positive that I don't remember that one.
Because there was an episode where this farmer could clone animals, but into a small cell. So basically, Otis made a clone of himself, but his name was Little Otis. And then eventually Abby made her own clone. And then next episode, both of them returned. And then the other farm animals got their own clones. But Pip's clone was funny of all. He was small, but he had a big ass head.
Oh, sounds very interesting.
And what do you call it? I like how he had he was ooh. Remember the episode, of course, with Eugene.
I'm still here.
You want to explain the episode with Eugene?
Okay. Well, that explains about like how you say which episode.
Like, when Sonny Boy's cousin came to visit.
Yes, like when you say like certain things, you need to be specific. But yeah. Oh right. So his cousin Bernard, if that was his name, just comes over and it's just a straight up bully. He just wants the Snob Boy to admit that he is a dirty pilgrim, and he even proves to be even worse than Snotty Boy when like the animals try to come up with a plan to just get him out of here.
Yeah. So like, of course, the farm animals, off to help because Bernard was like torturing them, and at the end, they did the job, but still, blowing the farm animals in the head.
Right, one of the many few moments that you would kind of sympathize with Snotty Boy, but even though it's well deserved, it's still just, still human being somewhere.
Remember the episode with the return of the Jersey cows?
That depends on which one.
Like Otis keep getting tired of the same old stuff. He wanted to do something wild, so basically the Jersey cows came along and he started doing some crazy ass pranks.
Yes, I do remember. Like it had him end up in jail, and his friends had to like bail him out, despite the fact that whatever he said to them, and all's forgiven, status quo and stuff.
Yep. And of course, there's an episode with Freddy's parents visiting, and I just like the whole time, Freddy's trying to protect Peck from his parents, even though whenever he's trying to save Peck, it ends up really bad. But But this is finding out that Freddy turned into a vegetarian afterwards.
So yeah, like nothing ever stays the same or stays that way.
Yeah, I just want to make a comparison to Freddy's animation to the movie and to the show. So yeah, in the movie he had a ton of fur, but in the show it doesn't really show all that fur. In the show it's skin and everything.
Well, yes. Sometimes movies can do that. Sometimes with it happened with Toy Story and Ice Age. Anything with with the sequels, they get much more cleaner, colorful, and junk.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Remember when Nathan's mother came to visit? No. So basically, Nathan's mother, aka Mr. B's, husband, his mother visited, and her and Mrs. B were just having a competition, basically, of who would take care of Nathan the most. But clearly, mother love, Nathan didn't even get to choose because his mouth was stuffed with food that his mom kept feeding him. So basically, she had to go visit the farm animals because she had nowhere else to go. And what do you call it? Yeah, she was crying in the rain, and Otis off the number, but there had to be some deals here and there. But yeah, the plan was that Otis would dress up as Mrs. Beatty's mother and would be like a mama.
Oh.
And at the end of the episode, Mrs. Beatty actually thanked the farm animals and was gonna make a truce with them. But of course, she got hit by lightning and she forgot all about that and just hated the animals again.
Yeah, I hate when you status quo is God. Always gotta do that junk.
Let's see. You remember the big Barnyard broadcast?
Which one?
So it's the one where the farm animals, does the news and weather, basically take over the jobs.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember Sonny's new pets?
No.
It's the one where Sonny Boy gets a snake, and and we call it Pip got captured in the episode, and he was forced to live next to that snake.
Oh wait, now I do.
Are there ones you remember?
Okay, well, yeah. So of course, my first one being the first ever episode, yeah, it was a joy. About Snotty Boy just tormenting the animals, and they want a way to just get rid of him back. But it was all part of Otis's birthday party, which turned out pretty well at the end. And the second episode, well, even though it's not really one of my favorite ones, it's alright. It's just the Barnyards having their dark thoughts about the farmer, thinking that he's gonna get rid of them.
Yeah. Ever seen the one where they throw the farmer a birthday?
No.
So basically, in this episode, it was about to be the farmer's birthday ahead of time. But of course, when he got mail from the mailman, he was suspecting a birthday card or anything like that from relatives. But he kept getting jury duty, and a junk mail, and it was pretty sad. And when the animals saw this, and it was nighttime, he had a cupcake with a candle on it, and when it hit 12 o'clock, he said happy birthday to himself, which was pretty sad.
Yes.
And we called the farm animals wanted to do something really special for him. So they brought the farmer into the barn house, basically. And they woke him up, and he was freaking out for saying talking animals, and they convinced him that it was all a dream. But yeah, they just wanted to make him the happiest man ever for his birthday. Him doing ping pong, along with Abraham Lincoln, that was disguised with Peck and Freddie. They did a Star Wars reference, and much more.
Oh, well, yeah, one of the more nicer episodes, yeah.
But he took it too far, because since it's a dream, he thinks he can do whatever he wants, the farmer. So he goes to a local bar, right, where he saw these bikers, and he thinks he sold a reminder. He doesn't have any clothes on except his underwear. And he's like, stupid biker say what? And the biker's like, what? Stupid biker say what? What? And he takes one of the biker's bikes and drives off to see his crush. Yeah, she's a doctor and everything. Still the doctor, she thought he was crazy, and the farmer just wants to do everything he can to just live his best dream. But of course, she tranquilized him because of how well he was getting.
Understandable.
Yeah. The next day, he just remembered that whole epic dream.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, you ever seen the one there's a cowgirl and there's a bull? You ever seen that one?
I mean, that depends on if I do remember, because I haven't really seen every single episode, but here and there.
Okay, so basically, Otis is disguised as a bull because people think he's a bull, but he goes against an actual bull.
Yeah, I had never seen that one.
That's alright. Let's see. Have you seen the episode Cowman and Rat Boy?
Of course, who hasn't? I even seen the freaking like TV movie, The Other Avenger.
I like the concept of like the farm animals being their own superheroes. That's what I like.
I do too. I've always liked it when it comes to just episodes where the characters dress up as superheroes.
Let's see better ones.
All right, you ever see the trial one where like everyone believes that Freddy has eaten Peck?
Oh yeah, I did. It's been a while, but yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah, that was something extra, I must say.
It's just something about that. It's just really cool and fun to like who did it? What really did happen?
Let's see here. Oh yeah. Okay. Do you remember the episode with Bigfoot?
Which one? Because
It's our first appearance. Otis versus Bigfoot.
Oh, I mean, not really. I think I kind of like remember seeing him in like some kind of. Oh yeah, there was the Otis like going for mayor and Bigfoot this one time like singing this one song like "Don't Fear Bigfoot."
Right. And along that episode, there was an episode called Dummy and Dumber.
Yes. Yeah. Even though I do like the episode, I just hate it when it's like we don't believe you until at the end. Yes, we're sorry that we didn't believe you at first.
He gets a visit from Slappy or Chucky, of course. Yeah, why not? Let's see, other good ones. Alright, let me just go to this season. Oh, do you remember the episode with Abby and like her cousin Veronica?
Yeah, that was one time. It's like, yes, like her cousin turns out to be evil, right?
She just wanted all the boys to do all of her dirty work to get something in a mine.
Speaking of evil, ever see episodes with Duke's nemesis? What was his name?
Baxter?
Yes.
Yeah, of course I've seen them. I even saw like the first appearance. Well, before seeing that episode, the first episode I saw Baxter was like him marrying Duke's sister.
Oh man.
And all this time he just wanted like the treasures of like Duke's family's like treasures and all that. But of course, they had a plan and everything. But yeah, the origins of Baxter, basically he was this dog that Duke met at the vet, and he took his identity. And the Barnyables, believed that was him at first, but they were suspicious. But of course, Duke, got away, and Baxter, he's somewhat tricky but stupid at the same time.
I mean, like, I just always believed that he's just be some kind of like mastermind, but now you say stupid because it's been a while since I've seen. I mean, like, I do remember the episode that you just discussed, but Jesus.
Remember Wild Mike's dance party?
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember the episode Buyers Beware, where the animals thought the farmer was selling the farm, but it was just a family reunion?
No.
Because his last name is Farmer.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a good joke.
Yeah, he was deciding to welcome farmers, and just having a family reunion. Because every time a relative came, the farm animals made them leave by making something up and everything. Let's see. Oh, you remember when the animals turned the barn into an amusement park?
No.
No? Okay. You remember the episode where Otis found this love letter that believes to belong to Abby?
No.
Okay. You ever heard the episode Lord of the Beavers?
I feel like I have.
You remember the episode where Pip had to take over for Otis because he got injured and he made adjustments to the barn?
No.
Let's see. What are the ones? Like, what other ones did you see?
Okay, well, there's the Barnyard games where Abby proves to be much more better than anybody else, and it makes Otis jealous, and he tries to find out her weaknesses in order to win, and it just gets ugly, but they make up in the end.
And you ever saw the episode Kids in the City?
Wait, I mean, of course, it might be obvious. Like, the gang dress up as kids and they go into the city.
No, so what happens is like, who was it? I believe it was Otis, right? He was supposed to teach these little barn animals like something, but he took them to the city instead, and Bessie didn't like that idea.
Oh, well then no.
But yeah, that's all I can, state, because there were a lot of great episodes. Some were a little bit iffy here and there, but they're still funny.
Yes, I agree.
And anything from your side, or is that it?
Yeah, there's plenty few, like what you're saying, plenty few trouble here and there, but I think the most episode, like the one episode that I still think about when it comes to, trying to be pretty decent is, Snotty and Snottier, where Pig dressed up as Snotty Boy gets amnesia, and
Oh, yeah, I remember that episode. We called Pig. Actually, he was being friendly to Nathan, and they started having a bond.
yes.
That was a good episode, especially for Nathan and Pig. But I remember Pig also did the same thing, but pretending to be the farmer.
Oh wait, the farmer. Oh, wait a second.
Because the farm animals were trying to. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Like I was thinking too. Like, is it the same episode where Otis showcases like the many times that Pig dressed up, and he was like, "I will not dress up in one of those silly costumes again." And he says, "Pig is naughty boy. Pig is rich guy. Pig is blah blah." It's the same.
Yes, and we call it. Basically, he wanted to find a farmer and girlfriend, so they made up this, site for him, and Pig was disguised as a farmer. And then the one they found, they go on a couple of dates, and it doesn't really go all that well.
Oh, like, and when you say dress up as farmer, it's still like that rich guy that's like, because like I think that's the same episode that we're.
Yes. Yeah, that's all from me.
Same here.
Okay, and now we get to the house. Okay, first up, we get a newcomer to this, because we have Chris Hardwick. And yeah, he was a good replacement for Kevin James, in my opinion.
I agree too, but even though I did argue that Kevin should have just stayed for the series, but this guy proved to be much more hammier, because even though Otis did have his serious moments that did make him stand out, I guess he's just made to be 100%, relatable. Be like the one guy that just enjoys living life. Because I guess
like,
since you're
Chris Hardwick. Yeah, this is the one of the. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
What happened?
No, got.
I was gonna say, this is one of the few times we got. What happened?
Well, I didn't say anything.
What happened?
What are you doing?
Bro, you keep mumbling something.
That's probably the internet connection or something like.
Alright, because I keep hearing mumbles from my phone. But yeah, what I have to say with Chris Hardwick, this is one of the few times I got introduced to him. One of the other times I got introduced to was Sanjay and Craig.
Back at the Barnyard for me.
Yeah, and to find out that he did more work, like he was one of the voices of Green Arrow, what do you call it? Whatever works here. He was in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
The X's as Glowface, who I thought was.
Yeah, the X's where he plays Glow. Yeah, go ahead.
Where I thought it was Matt Taylor, because it just sounds a little bit just similar there.
Mm-hmm. And he was also in the Lego Batman movie where he was a reporter.
Right.
And he plays an adult Sokka in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see other words. Well, I did learn about more of his history that his dad was a bowler.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Chris Hardwick himself was a bowler. And what do you call it? What was it? I believe if I go back here, yeah. Chris Hardwick. Okay, let's go back. Hey, first, you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so I was just trying to find out. Hey, he's part of the Walking Dead.
Yes.
And that's him. He was also on Boy Meets World because I saw this picture of him, Will Friedle, and Jason Marsden.
Cool.
Yeah, but when he was playing Otis from the show, yeah, I gotta say, he definitely brought some, funniness from this character, making a lot of good points. Although he could screw up a little bit, he still makes it, fun at the end.
Yes, I did say from my side, yes, Infinity.
Just other than Otis, he works on a lot of other characters. Yes, he was the voice of Donkey Cheese, which surprised me the most.
Yes.
But yeah, for him, he did awesome. And yeah, let's see here. Let's do this. Back to this. Okay, the next one, we already talked in the past, but we'll still give him credit. Jeffrey Garcia as Pip the Mouse. So, of course, my introduction to him was Jimmy Neutron.
Same here.
And, Media has Happy Feet, Rio 2. And he's just a great comedian himself. But Pip as, what is it, wingman? He's reasonable at times. It could be a little bit difficult, but he's still a cool character.
And yes, what I do like in the show now is that he can have his moments to shine, especially much more in the Hole Sweet Hole is supposed, if I'm saying that right, because I know it's supposed to be Home Sweet Home. When Otis accidentally destroys his mouse hole, and it meant much to him, and he ended up living with bees.
And I just like funny moments because he tried to get game.
Even much more. Yes. Oh yeah, it all makes sense because Sheen and Libby and just unrequited love, that kind of junk which everybody loves.
But for Jeffrey and Pip themselves, Infinity, they're just funny.
I agree.
The next character, yes, Abby, was played by Lee Allen Baker. I first got introduced to her in Good Luck Charlie.
Good one. Oh, all right. Well, I'll just stop you.
It's played by Lee Allen Baker. First got introduced to it in Good Luck Charlie, where she plays the mother, Amy Duncan. But I was really surprised this was her when she played Abby, with the accent especially.
Yeah. Well, for me, of course, even though I was a little bit I do remember the voice, but it just took me up to here when I got to watching the 7D was when, holy fudge, it's her.
I was especially surprised it was her because she's one of the big, Disney stars of all time for live action and animation.
Right, which I was completely unaware about until to now.
So yeah, her talent as Abby, it was great. She definitely had her funny moments, Just her just want to get along with, Otis, especially, bonding and, eventually take it to the next level. Which, it did happen in some episodes, but they really go up.
Well, because that's only because, like, it's kind of... I did read about that Otis does have a crush on her, and just, I don't know, just if she has, like, feelings back or anything like that.
Yeah, and she's supposed to be the replacement of Daisy from the Barnyard movie, which we never got to see again, along with her son.
Right, yes.
Yeah. But, Abby, she's a really cool character. She's definitely badass overall. I give her affinity.
Yeah, she's like the Sandy Cheeks of the show.
Exactly. And your score?
Yeah, same as you.
Alright, now we go to another great legend. Yeah, to him, Tino Asania. Now, Pig was like one of his funniest characters of all time.
Me, yes, no doubt.
Yeah, and the same time I was watching Barnyard, I was watching a little bit of Puppet Puppies, and I was like making a comparison. So I was like, "Oh my god, he sounds like that pig."
It's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, of course with Tino Sanya, I first got introduced to him, and Puppet Puppies.
Nice.
And for you, the Barnyard movie.
Yes.
But yeah, of course, other works he's done is, of course, Uncle Ted from Bobby's World and Bush Roots from Darkwing Duck, his main ones. But yeah, Jake has to be like my top one favorite character from the show. He's just so funny and random at times.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt that so many comedic, dots to pick. I just give him affinity because Tino Sanya, he did excellent.
He sure did.
Yeah. Next up, we got Cam Clark as Freddy. Now, this was a real shocker because learning that Cam Clark could actually do this kind of voice instead of like Leonard and Rocksteady.
Yes.
Yeah, but Freddy uptight a little bit, just freaking out, especially just craving for roosters, like Peg for instance. But he kind of learns to control it, but Freddy does have his funny moments as well. He's like my second favorite character.
Yeah, me too.
And just making a comparison, his voice kind of reminds me of Megabo from Darkwing Duck.
Yes, here and there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But Freddy's just trying to be good friends with Peg, and with all the crew, I give him like affinity.
Yes, there's no other way to sugarcoat him.
Next up, we got one of the goats. Yes, another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cast member. We got Leonardo, then Raphael, and eventually Donatello. We got Rob Paulson as Peck the Rooster. You got to explain fresh?
Alright, just trying to be just the voice of reason, the one that tries to just handle things just as good as he can, but here he's much more to be the butt monkey of the show. Unlike his abuse is meant to be just funny for us.
Yeah. But as a character, I give him an 8 out of 10.
10.
And of course, other than like Peg, the pizza twin number 1.
Oh yes, of course. And also yes.
Of course, yes, we did mention it before, Bernard.
And who else? I mean, we'll various here and there because we're oh wait, the sheep, duh.
Yeah, this is clear.
I mean, well, most likely just
because in the movie.
No, you go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I was gonna go because in the Barnyard movie, the sheep when he said clear, it was not that loud. It was like clear, but in the theme song, it was like legit loud and awesome, in my opinion.
Yes.
But overall, you know, and especially Rob Paulson has the most voice credits in back at the Barnyard. That's really impressive.
I agree.
Yeah, just like 10 out of 10 and like infinity for him.
Yes.
And let's see. Next up, we got Duke.
Oh, okay. Even though you were breaking up a little bit, but I'll yes. Okay, yes. Duke being yes. Let's see. If I remember, oh yes, the kind of dog that watches out for the sheep. Yes, if I am being correct. But even though he may not be that bright, he still has his moments to stand out on his own. Having this good connection with the farmer, of course, mentioned in one episode. But yeah, Duke is okay.
Yeah, and I was really surprised he played him. Yeah, the actor that played Ernie from Hey Arnold.
Yes, I was like, I like this guy even more now.
Yeah, for Duke, I give him a 10 out of 10.
7.
Next up, we got One Texas Bestie. He was one of the few celebrities to stay afterwards after the movie. It really surprised me.
Yes, guarantee just straight up wanna just hit the big times or something like that. Anyway.
But yeah, she has to be like one of the funniest, and like whenever she gives like a little bit.
Oh.
Your side of Bessie.
Yes, while she may be one of the most comedic characters that she's ever played, with Bessie she still can be a little bit of stick in the mud, can be a little bit sometimes hard on Otis, can be just stuck up and just, well, I mean, that's that type of friend that just thinks that she doesn't give a crap about anybody except herself.
And for her oral infinity, she's just damn funny.
Yes.
Next one, we have Maria Banford. Yeah, the first time I got introduced to her was Adventure Time.
Yeah, well, yes, I would have to say Adventure Time as well.
Yeah, but her work towards Mrs. Beatty, she did a lot, especially the screaming, just making her crazy rants and everything. It was funny as hell.
Yes.
And, compared to her other roles, like from Adventure Time, especially from Cat Dog, like, goddamn, she got some good-ass talent.
Right there, yes, right there, because it says that she was cast as Shriek the dog because her voice was said to be shrieky, and I was like, holy crap, that is freaking epic.
But although, her and the farm animals don't see eye to eye at all times, I guess they have some funny moments here and there, but for her, I give her a 10 out of 10 for the funny relief.
9.
Cool. Alright, next up, we got the farmer, voiced by Fred Tushore. This was like one of the surprising voices I learned about Fred.
Oh, yes, sirree.
And, it was definitely fun for her. And especially, like, they parodied Hulk in one big segment.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
And what's funny enough is that the person that was narrating, like, what was happening to Pig happened to be Fred Tushore as well. That's funny as hell.
Good touch.
Yeah. For Fred and, like, the farmer Infinity, they did awesome.
Yes.
Alright. D. Bradley Baker as Bigfoot. Yeah, Bigfoot at first didn't really touch up with Otis, but the farm animals, the other ones, didn't really think so. They thought he was really cool. But goddamn, he has really good talent, especially his singing.
Yes, that's the only thing that I liked about him.
Mm, I give him a 9 out of 10.
The same as you.
Okay, now we got John DiMaggio voicing Guess. We got Eggman, Haley Buford, and we got the police officer, and what was that Jersey Kelly played?
Bud.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, when he played the Eggman, it was awesome to know it was him and like how crazy he went with the voice.
Yeah, I like that. It's almost kind of like he's playing like an old jazz singer.
Yeah, Eggman here and everything else. I just like how he was going wild with this, just having fun, The Eggman was something else. He was definitely like one of the funniest characters.
Yes.
And for the police officer, what was your opinion?
I mean, yes, he's just as good as he was in the movie, maybe even better, I would say. But I swear to God.
But what?
So yeah, there was a certain episode where I was like laughing, like I don't remember what, but it was like when he like took his job again, just if I remember correctly.
Oh. And with Bud being one of the Jersey Cows, like, yeah, he's pretty funny with, the two others.
Yes, that's all I can say.
And Infinity for John, like, he definitely put a lot of, put some funny moments into these characters.
Yes.
And now we got the creator. Yeah, it's Steve Odin. Derek, I believe that's how you say it.
Odenkirk.
Yes, being both the creator and this is like Snotty Boy, Nathan, his uncle, and Pizza Twin number 2. Yeah. It really shocked me that he played both nephew and uncle.
Especially Uncle right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like how when certain creators, voice act in their shows. I really like that.
Yeah, but once again, for me, I just only like it when it's full time, because when you do it just a single time or just, it's just you could be able to do what you want. It's only what you, how you feel like, it should be done.
Mm-hmm. But of course, when he made Jimmy Neutron, he didn't really voice act. He just like made the episodes and everything. I wish he could have done some voices here and there.
And my point exactly.
But yeah, his incredible talent and just the crazy of the show, he's a genius. I give him Infinity for that, for making like one of the best shows ever.
I couldn't say it better myself.
Alright, now we get to, Nathaniel Stroman, aka Earthquake. Yeah, one of the few times you could notice him is in Clerks, where he played that husband with his wife played by Wanda Sykes.
Oh, right, yes. Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know. I just figured it out. I just figured out who we're talking about. Yes, I figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah, he was also in the show called The Neighborhood with Cedric the Entertainer and many other great actors. But yeah, him as Roots, the rooster. Like, what's your opinion?
Well, what can I say? He's just that kind of guy that just enjoys the attention, something like that. To be like, I'm the best that there is. But the only time that I did mostly know him for the movie when he was doing stand up, and in one episode where Peck like drank the stuff that tried to make him Pecky Suave, and he was like, all right, let's see what you got. Like, I bet you can't just keep this up this whole night. String beans, something like that, blah, blah.
True. I give him a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, same.
Alright, next up we have is Lord Shear, who played Everett, the old dog.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really, in my opinion, Everett the dog. Yeah, he was pretty cool, especially learning that Lord Shear was the second voice of Fillmore for Cars.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And he played a Spanish DJ when Turbo got in the movie Turbo, he played the Spanish DJ when Turbo was like in the mood of the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But overall, what's your opinion about Everett?
Like, I just honestly do feel bad about him. Even though he still continues to just live, I just feel just bad because when it comes to bad things happening to dogs or look like they're about to happen, it's just depressing to me.
I see. There was even this one episode where Everett, told the gang about like treasure, and he found this safe that had Everett's original owner inside of it.
Oh, that's sweet. That's nice.
Yeah. But for Everett, give him a 10 out of 10.
6.
And did you know the voice of Naruto was in the show?
That depends on like if you like who you say, then I would recognize.
Yeah, Millie Flanagan. Like she played one of the Barnyard kids. Her name was Macy the Little Sheep.
Well, I didn't know.
That's alright. But it's cool to know that. And of course, next up we get to S. Scott Bullock. Yes, one of the main ones he played was Eddie the Cow.
Yes.
I just like that kind of voice he used. It sounds like Dash, but more like extra
Jersey.
bits.
Yeah. Extra like a dash for the extra side of Jersey.
And he also,
Go on.
mhm.
Go on.
And he also played. Oh yeah, he also played the bees, like some of the bees from the episode with Pip.
Especially the Queen.
Mm-hmm. And what do you call it? He played one of the crows. Remember the crows from the back of the barnyard?
I do.
Yeah, that was something. But Eddie the Cow, he's just wild. And, although he could get a little bit in trouble with all this, with their pranks, he's still cool. I give him a penny.
You were breaking up.
Oh yeah, I said he's still cool, but I give him a penny.
I agree.
Now we get to Maurice Lamar, who voiced Iggy the Cow. Your opinion?
Yes, I just like the voice.
Yeah. Kind of when he sounded like that. And he voiced one of the brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. I was really surprised about Ray's talent, especially for the show. He did the voice big, It's really, really paid off, infinity for him.
Yes.
Alright, the next actor we're going to talk about is Paul Greenberg. So yeah, I first got introduced to him in Jimmy Neutron when he played Robot.
Oh.
Because in Back at the Barnyard, he played one of Snotty Boy's friends. But yeah, in Jimmy Neutron, he played, both Robot and Martin Short's character, Ublar, I believe.
Yeah, you got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Of course, what he's done is asshole. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yes. What happened?
No, I mean as what you said about Ublar, like his second voice. It's Oh my God.
He was not technically the second voice. He was the third voice because in the Neutron video game, Mark DiCarlo, the voice of Neutron, took over.
Oh, all right then. Still.
Yeah, but it's alright. But yeah, other work he's done is As Told by Gender, Invader Zim, The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald, The Wild Thornberrys, much more. And let's see here. Oh, that was good. Okay. What vegetables are on Jim Maxman? There's Audrey, what was it? Foxy, Lefty, I believe. There's Jeff Bennett.
Yes.
Yeah, what I was talking about earlier, and when you start Boy Snake.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little.
The thing I said is that he plays Snotty Boy's pet Snake.
Yes, I did. Like, he did awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was also Tom.
I knew that was him because.
No, go. Like, the audio was just freaking us up.
I know. I really knew that was Jeff Bennett because the voice sounded like Larry from Tough Puppy.
Exactly.
How about you with Tom Kenny?
Yeah, Tom Kenny, about the guy named, like, Fargelman, if I believe correctly. Yes. I just like the voice, and, like, he looks like a Jerry Lewis knockoff, which is funny because Jerry Lewis was one of the inspirations for SpongeBob. Oh, yeah, let's go.
So, other than the character you mentioned about Tom Kenny, he was the voice of this cave cow.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen the episode.
And in the golfing episode, he voiced this character named Crazy Louie. Because the prize for it was a free kidney.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Because the farm animals actually, hit his kidney, and they had to get it for him. But the stupid idea was that he traded that kidney for like 2 extra thumbs.
What? Oh my God! I remember.
Yeah, see. But yeah, great from Tom Kenny. I give him both him and Jeff Bennett, like.
Yes, me too.
Alright, next one, yes. Kevin McDonald as Baxter. Ooh. Certain characters are either fun, annoyance, or anything else, but definitely Baxter a little bitch though.
Yeah, straight up despicable. Very still one of the much more breaking from typecasting a little bit, but still still something.
But yeah, okay, for Kevin McDonald's performance, giving him like a B, but for Baxter, I give him a 3.
5.
Let's see another one. There was, there was Mark DiCaprio. He voiced this chimp named Dingo.
Yeah, I remember. Like, he was a straight up jerk and a liar, and
yeah, and there was a Billy West. He voiced this doctor. He had like a weird nose, big glasses, and a funny hairdo.
oh yeah, so
His name was Dr. Ferg Winkler.
Yeah, I remember. I remember him. Yeah.
And there's an active character named Ivana Sugar as Dad's guy.
Yeah, you are kind of like yeah. Okay.
There's an actual character named Ivana Sugar Daddy.
This funny. Yeah.
And there's also North probably.
Hello?
Yeah, he played some character named Stiffy Joe. Hello?
Yeah, I was yeah. It's
the audio is messing up. I'm sorry, but let's go this fast. Noel North was also on the show.
And who was he?
He played some character named Stiffy Joe.
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's also Mike Richardson.
Oh yeah, I do remember that one wrestling episode. He did play that. What was it? Porcupine. groundhog.
His name is Blink.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Because another thing with Ross, he Abby's crazy uncle.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a very Delisle. Yeah, one of the voices I liked about her was when she played 60 Cow.
Of course, yes. 60 is as 60 does and stuff.
Yep. Of course, yeah, Tom Kane and Jennifer Hill.
Yes.
As playing as Freddy's parents. Yeah, I just like that reference of Professor Utonium and Miss Keen as his parents. That's what I like. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about this. Remember the episode where Bessie found out that Otis was his real son after all? And we see in the sky Bessie's real son?
Yes.
Yeah, he was voiced by Phil Morris. You may know him as, what was it? Doc Saturday from the Secret Saturdays.
That is insane.
The character John Cassier voiced?
Oh, no, just a minute, just a second.
Okay, so other than there was also there's Jim Cummings. Oh yeah, going back with John Cassier. Yeah, Jim Cummings voiced a hillbilly, but with John Cassier, would you like to explain his character fresh?
Oh well, all it is just some bunny that's was important about the barnyard or something like that, and he tricked everybody to. Yeah, all he wanted to do was just like get revenge for reasons, and he just needed somebody to speak some ancient words, some spell that makes him possess people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really all.
Of course, along with him was her. Mm-hmm. Along with him was his friends, Mr. Fluffy, Swimmy, and Polly. But what I like about the character he played, the bunny, was his crazy laugh.
Right, yes.
The next actor is Thomas L. Wilson.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Quibs. Otis's like his childhood bully.
Yes, but it was great for him to say that he was sorry and taking like anger management classes, but still just needs a little few work on that. But at least it was nice of to say goodbye.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, other cast member is going back here. There's Megan Kravinoff and Chess Neal as part of Pig's relatives.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. There was also James C. as one of the Colby cows, too, along with Billy West. What else? There was Jim Ward. He was also in that golf episode as one of the judges. Oh, yeah, of course. Another classic. Yes, Bobcat Goldwing.
Yes.
As Hockey Mask Bob.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Michelson also plays Santa Claus in this show.
Who?
Kevin Michelson played Santa Claus.
Huh.
Yeah. And the reindeers were voiced by Chris Hardwick, who played Blinson, and the other ones were voiced by John DiMaggio.
All right, yeah.
There was also May Women's mother at Elizabeth's show.
Awesome.
Yeah, and also Susan Silo. Oh yeah, one of the farmer's relatives in that episode where they decided to sell the farm. And there was also Carl Waldron. Mentions were the llamas I was mentioning, like Carl Zalzarki, the one that was, how you kept doing that? I just like how when he
Yeah, regular basic ham.
And oh yeah, there's the late Godfrey.
Oh yes, Barnyard Buddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One of the things I was talking was Weird Al Yankovic. I actually watched the episode where the farm animals were getting sisters with Bessie, and it turned out that her and Weird Al Yankovic are really good friends.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that.
Oh yeah, Nick Funneman has stamps. She's really good.
Yes.
And back here, there's Jared Norris. He voiced it, the leader. And along with him was Kim McDonald, Paul, and Rachel Marsh.
Cool.
And that was the last episode. It left up with the aliens, like, targeting the barn. But the stupid reason was because they wanted to see, Freddy's hands.
Well, yes, like because Freddy was.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, Freddy was like having one of his crazy theories about like, yes, you will not take my left paw, and that's what happened.
Mhm. And that's about it for the cast.
Yes.
And then we go to our final thoughts and results. Are you recording?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay, so my final thoughts toward this show. I really have to think a lot because this show, along with others, brought a lot of comedy to it. And, the idea of like talking farm animals, having these crazy ass adventures. I really like it.
Yeah, I think so too. With like the many things the many plots idea that they can do for the episodes, the voice cast, the writing, the comedy, everything as a whole. That's what I admire about it.
Mm-hmm. And remember that little Easter egg from Planet Stream in the first episode?
Yes, I did.
That was a really cool Easter egg, though. Like the seeing them just waving and the last time. But yeah, my overall score is Infinity. It has to be like one of the funniest and like hilarious, Nicktoons Nickelodeon show ever.
Even though they might be the same, but I'm not nitpicking or anything. But I agree.
Because I mostly watch it in Nicktoons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.